Yo, what's going on, Nerdcore? I hope y'all are having a marvelous day. Quick reminder, we're doing a giveaway for a year of Disney Plus on us once we hit 1,000 subs. So subscribe and drop a like.
Because that's what heroes do.
With all the multiversal madness going on from WandaVision to Loki, and with hints of the multiverse in the new Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, I think it's definitely time we catch up on all caps. Caps. Today, we're talking Captain Carter, introduced in Disney's new What If animated series. While not from the comics, she definitely deserves an honorable mention. So let's dive in. Yo, the series finale of Loki split the MCU as we know it into a vast multiverse of possibilities. One of these multiversal possibilities begs the question, what if Captain Carter were the First Avenger? Now in the comics, Margaret Elizabeth Carter, or Peggy, was originally from Virginia. She left everything she knew behind to become a French resistance fighter overseas during World War II. This version of Peggy would fight alongside the Steve Rogers version of Cap on various missions, and the two would eventually fall in love. There is another version of Peggy Cap who rocks the US outfit that originated, believe it or not, in Marvel's Puzzle Quest mobile game. That version of Peggy Captain America was created to celebrate Cap's 75th anniversary by game designer Paige and Jay and debuted in the pages of Marvel's Exiles back in 2018. The MCM version of Peggy was born on April 9, 1921 in England to parents Amanda and Harrison Carter. She was very close to her older brother Michael, and as a youngin', she was already daring and ready for adventure, which upset her mother, who was always on her case to be more ladylike. In 1939, with World War II kicking off, Peggy decides to join the British Royal Military like her older brother and moves quickly through the ranks before becoming an agent for the British Counterintelligence and Security Agency. In the 1940s, United States President Franklin D. Roosevelt formed the Strategic Scientific Reserve, or SSR, a secret Allied war effort created to take down Hydra. It's on one of these Allied missions that Agent Carter actually rescues the Dr. Abraham Erskine. Yes, the same one that would go on to create the super soldier serum for Project Rebirth. Around 1943, Carter is assigned to oversee potential candidates for the serum at Camp Lehigh's training base back in Virginia, under the supervision of Colonel Chester Phillips. Soldiers like Steve Rogers and Gilmore Hodge are some of the front runners for the serum, as the troops go through a barrage of physical tests, with Rogers pretty much failing all of them. Dr. Erskine eventually ends up picking Rogers as the best candidate, choosing heart over brawn. On the day of the experiment, before the test, Dr. Erskine suggests that Peggy watch from the observatory, but Peggy decides to stay instead of heading up to the booth like she does in Captain America: The First Avenger. And this, my friends, is where the story we know branches off into a whole new world. Before the serum could be administered to Steve, a Hydra spy by the name of Heinz Kruger detonates a bomb, killing Colonel Phillips, and manages to seriously injure Steve. Peggy stops Kruger and rushes over to Steve, but with the power failing and all of Project Rebirth on the line, Peggy decides to jump into the tank as Howard pushes the go button against Colonel Flynn's wishes. When the tank opens, it's Thick Carter to the rescue, as Peggy emerges as the first Avenger of this universe. Howard Stark ends up making her a tactical suit that resembles that of Steve Rogers' Captain America suit, only this one's designed with the Union Jack instead of the stars and stripes, complete, of course, with a matching vibranium shield. Peggy goes on to stop a bunch of Hydra operations during the war, and even manages to snatch the Tesseract from the Red Skull himself, with Howard and essentially S.H.I.E.L.D. now getting their hands on the Tesseract earlier in the timeline than in the main universe. Howard creates the Hydra Stomper armor, with Steve Rogers as its pilot. Yes, that's right, Steve Rogers becomes Iron Man in this universe. Peggy, now Captain Carter, along with Steve and the Howling Commandos, attempt to ambush a Hydra train they believe the Red Skull is on, but somebody done up because it's a trap. Steve is caught in the explosion and buried under rock and ice, believed to have died, leaving Hydra to reclaim the Tesseract and continue on with the Red Skull's plan. Captain Carter, Stark, and the Commandos siege the Red Skull's castle. They free Steve Rogers but are too late to stop the Red Skull from using the Tesseract to open a portal, unleashing one of the many angled ones, pretty much a giant tentacle monster. But like with all monster worshipping cults, the reward for freeing said monster is pretty much an instant and painful death. People, you have to read the group guidelines. Peggy and Steve fight back the Hydra monster, but are only able to defeat it when Peggy sacrifices herself to push the monster back into the portal from where it came. Now, almost 70 years later, when S.H.I.E.L.D. is running their own experiments on the Tesseract, Nick Fury is greeted by Captain Carter when the portal reopens, and Peggy emerges no older than when she went into the portal in the first place. A callback to when Loki emerged from the Tesseract portal in the main MCU back in the First Avengers movie. Now, a soldier out of time, Peggy is left to navigate this new world and likely become leader of a new team of Avengers. I feel like all these What If episodes will eventually connect, and some of the main heroes from each episode may wind up being on this new team of Avengers. If these worlds all collide, yo, that would be so crazy. There are also rumors that some of these characters will even end up being in some of the live action MCM movies in the future. Yes, because I will take all the Haley Atwell they can give us. Okay, I'm done simping for now. For now though. What did you think of the first episode of What If? And if I can get caught up with these videos, I swear I will cover each What If episode as well. Alright, that's it for all caps. I will catch you guys next week. And for more Marvel Comics videos, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
Caps.